Hello guys, welcome on Tesla Adventures. In this video, we are going to discuss the capillary rise in a tilted capillary tube. In the previous video, we have already discussed the formula for capillary rise in a straight tube, which was H is equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g. This formula we have already discussed in the previous video, and in the next this video we are going to discuss the uh, rise of liquid in the tilted capillary tube. Now again we are going to discuss both of the methods. So by first method, let us assume that this is point A. This capillary tube is tilted by an angle of alpha, which is measured from the horizontal. This is point A. This is just inside point B. The point C is just below the point B, and point D is this one. And let us also suppose that this height is h dash, which will be h sine alpha, obviously. So h dash is the vertical height. Now let us see the case that pressure at A is equal to P naught, because A is completely exposed to the air. Okay, now pressure at B will be equal to P naught, or pressure at A, minus 2T by R, because obviously the A is on the concave side of the meniscus. Therefore, A will be having some excess pressure. But pressure at A is definitely P naught. So we can say that pressure at B will be somewhat less than the pressure at A. Now, PB can be written as P naught minus 2T by R, and PC will be equal to PB plus this height h dash rho g. Obviously, this pressure depends on this vertical height. Okay, so this is h dash rho g. Now, if we say this is PC, and PC will be equal to PD, because Pascal law will be valid here, because liquid is not flowing, it is at rest, and PD is also exposed to the atmosphere, so PD will be equal to P naught, and PB is P naught minus 2T by R. So P naught minus 2T by R plus H dash rho g is equal to P naught, and cancelling this P naught with P naught, H dash rho g is equal to 2T by R, where again I'll remind you that R is the radius of meniscus, not tube. Radius of tube is capital R. Okay, now this relation we have already derived, that R is equal to R upon cos theta. So H dash rho g will be equal to 2T cos theta by R. Okay, and H dash will be equal to 2T cos theta upon R rho g. This is the formula of height. Okay, which this vertical height. So it is very important to note that this vertical height still remains the same. But if we talk about the height along the tube, this h, then we can say that h dash is h sine alpha, this one, and therefore we can substitute the value of h dash here. So it is h sine alpha, and it is equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g, and h will be equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g sine alpha. This is the height of the liquid column along the tube. Okay, so this is the first method. Now if we talk about the second method, in the second method we have used the forces. So again we will be using the same forces here. So let us assume that this force F is the cohesive force acting, and this angle is theta. So the component of force F along the tube is F cos theta, this one. This is F cos theta. And mg is the mg of this part. See, I'll be assuming this part still as a cylinder, and I am ignoring this shape because we have already discussed that the radius of the tube is very very small, because capillary tube by definition is a narrow tube. So R is very small as compared to H. So we can ignore this shape distortion, and we can consider it again as a cylinder. So considering it as a cylinder, M would be equal to H into pi R square rho, and F cos theta would be balancing out this mg sine alpha, because the component along the tube will be mg sine alpha like this. This will be mg sine alpha. Okay, so F will be equal to 2 pi r into surface tension is T, because there is only one free surface, and this cos theta, theta is angle of contact obviously, and this mg is h into pi r square rho g sine alpha. So cancelling this pi with pi, r with r, h is equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g sine alpha. Okay, and if we say that what will be the vertical height h dash, then again h dash can be written as h sine alpha. So uh, we can dissociate this sine alpha from this denominator, and we can multiply it here. So h sine alpha will be equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g. This is the vertical height h dash. So again this vertical height remains same. This is vertical height. So the concept says that if the same material tubes, let us suppose these are four glass tubes which are made up of same glass material, and these are immersed into this liquid which is same, which is water, then concept says that this height, the vertical height to which liquid will rise, will be same for all of these four tubes. So this is very important to note, that irrespective of the shape of the tube, it might be of this shape, it might be of this shape, it might be of this shape, it might be of this shape. So irrespective of the shape of the tube, this H will remain the same. So it is very important. So this is the concept, and in the next video we will be discussing the heat loss occurred in the capillary rise process. Yes, it sounds a bit odd, but heat loss definitely occurs in the capillary rise, and we will be finding the value of that heat loss in the next video. Thank you.